Welcome back, everybody, to the Chaos Gym, and today I will be doing the preview of Dallas Regionals for all you guys. So myself and I can't make it because I have family over, unfortunately, due to break and the holidays. But a lot of our members are going and are already in Dallas, having a good time, basically playing. So the decks to look out for this particular regionals haven't changed too much over the course of the past couple of big events. The way I'd like to place the tier list as of now is at tier one we have Evital Garb, which has the I guess it's won the last three major events. It has shown it's one of the most consistent and powerful decks in the format, and um, I think you have to have an answer to it going into this tournament. If your deck straight loses to Evital Garb, I would play it, but if you can take a 50-50, 40-60, something like that, make it a close matchup, you can squeak out wins. Because say you're playing like Volcanion or something, and the entirety of Yveltal's game plan is to get two Trubbishes down, and they can't do that, and you knock out one, you're in the driver's seat, you're having a good time. We get a second Trubbish down, you knock that out. But yeah, things like that. The second deck in Tier 1, as of now, is Volcanion, being disregarded as a bad deck really early in the season. The lists have been refined, people have been making it better and smoother and more consistent. Most notably, Ahmed Ali has been working a lot with Volcanion. His lists are really good. I would encourage you to go check out his top eight list. I based mine off of it, and it's really good in testing. Um, it's a deck that can take games off of anything because it just sets up with one Ultra Ball. And it just like runs through its whole deck in a matter of turns, and you're just pumping out so much damage that it's one of the best decks that exists, I think. And looking at Andrew Wambolt's statistics on the CharizardLaunch.com for League Cups, in three of the four wins that Volcanion has, it beat Yveltal Garb in the finals three of those four times. So Volcanion is a deck that can beat Yveltal Garb in a best two of three. It's a 40-60, I think, the matchup. Um, but if everyone is playing Michael Pramawat's list that won London, the matchup is a little more favored towards Volcanion because Fright Knight is such a big um, tool in that matchup, and yeah, and like Trainer's Melon consistency, it's just like small cards that could change the matchup. So Volcanion is a deck that you have to be worried about going into this regionals. It hasn't had a big win yet, but it's consistently been placing in top eights and showing its face around. And I think it's overdue for a big win. And I wouldn't be surprised to see it win this one. The third deck that I wouldn't be surprised to see win either would be Greninja. Um, After Grafton, our very own Grafton roll took it to a top 8 finish in London with a completely new way to play it, as opposed to Chris DeRocher's top 4 list that played almost 4 of everything, just super standard, consistent, 4 Splash, 4 Balloon, all the whole package with no Talonflame, which I thought I was like really good. This new variant comes about that's just max potions, um, energy denial, basically stall ninja, which I dubbed it, and it's become a lot more popular, and it's a lot riskier of a deck to play. But once you start firing on all cylinders, it's just one of the best decks. You just don't like stop pumping the gas. Um, it could even beat Yveltal consistently with the energy denial. So I think Greninja's the third deck in the tier one category to watch out for. Coming into tier two, I hesitantly put Vespiquen Zebstrika here. Um, the deck isn't that great. It was perfect in a surprised metagame where you could come out and take a lot of wins. No discredit to Alex Hill whatsoever, but the deck I think belongs at the bottom of tier two, maybe even the top of tier three. But I think you'll see play just because it's people like the hot new thing. People like what's fresh. There's lists circulating all around the internet. Um, Alex made a video. Wrote an article. I made a video. A lot of other channels made videos. So the list is popular. People want to play it. It's cheap to pick up. As long as you have shamans, you can build the deck relatively easily. And it's not difficult to pilot, but it's very difficult to pilot well. And it's entirely matchup dependent. You hit a bunch of Evatals, you're having a good day. And even then, the matchups as cut and dry as people may seem. Um, So I hesitantly put that, but I think it's a deck you will see because of just the fact that it's the hot new thing. Now, from reading a couple of articles and reading just what's going on with players, because I like to read articles. I like to stay up to date on the meta, six prizes, 60 cards, all that, the whole shebang. I read them all. Mewtwo has been coming back into the discussion due to Gardevoir falling out of favor and Giratina falling out of favor. Mewtwo has been making a quick comeback. It seems like. Chris Szymanski talks about Mewtwo in his Six Prizes article, as does Caleb Gettimer in his Dead Draw Gaming article. And there's been like one or two League Cups from Mewtwo cut, um, so it's not like a bad deck, but it's not like a great deck. Because it still doesn't have consistent answers to Evital unless you're playing like Zebstrika, and in which case you don't have consistent answers to Volcanion or Greninja, which is just really bad because those big three are really stifling to any deck in the meta right now. I think Mewtwo will see play. I don't know how much. Um, just based on how much it's being talked about amongst players, amongst just articles and stuff in general, I would expect it to see some amount of play, not too much, but I would put Mewtwo in tier 2 still. It would be tier 1, but the biggest problem it still faces is Fright Knight is such a good card against it. And yeah, it's just difficult to work around a lot of the time. And it's innately inconsistent a lot of the time as well. Another deck that I would put up there in tier 2 would be Mega Rayquaza. Yes, it loses to Substrika. Yes, it has a hard Evital matchup, but Volcanion and Greninja are pretty good. Like Greninja, a little tougher, but Volcanion is really like it's a very good matchup. And so as long as you can dodge enough Evital or like take 50-50s against them, because the matchup isn't that bad, as long as they don't get Parallel and Garb all in the same turn. If that happens, the matchup is pretty swung. But if they don't do that, you can go ahead and just win with Rayquaza. Rayquaza is just one of those decks where you can win fast or lose fast, um, which is why it's pretty good. And then other than that, like in tier 2, I'd put hesitantly Dark Tina with the introduction of Salamence coming back. Salamence brings the deck back into popularity. Um, and I guess because you have Salamence, now you can deal with Volcanion more easily. But on the same token, Evital is still an incredibly difficult matchup. So it's just like, why? And Evital is going to be by far the most popular deck, in my opinion. Coming to tier 3, decks that can still stand a chance, but I don't think can take the whole thing home. Mega Gardevoir highlights the list. It's just, Mega Gardevoir is good, but it's not great. It has inconsistencies. The right list hasn't been made yet, I guess, because people have shied away from the deck the moment they found the inconsistencies and just realized in their own testing that it just wasn't working for them. So a lot of people just like have put down the deck and not worked toward this perfect list that would probably make the deck a lot better. Um, Myself included, I just kind of put the deck away. Um, Along with that in tier 3, I think Plume but you won't. I don't think you'll see that much Plume. And then like Scizor. I don't know if anyone would be mad enough to play Scizor into a Volcanion heavy meta where Volcanion is arguably the second best deck right now, and you just kind of take the auto loss. So that's a little insane. And then another deck in tier 3 I'd put is Carbink Break Zygarde, um, just because it's like it's hot off of San Jose, so people will be looking into the hype. There's a couple of standard videos and deck lists out there. Um, it's not too difficult to play. It's like really simple. It's just like you go attach Diamond Gift every turn, and you just like keep healing your dudes. Um, the healing aspect of Zygarde's second attack makes it slightly better against Yveltal, but the matchup is still bad, I think. Um, yeah, it's just like you can see a lot of random stuff, but the meta's very defined right now, I think. So TLDR, if you guys just wanted to um, get my closing thoughts instead of all my ramblings. Yveltal, Garb, Greninja, Volcanion, you will 100% see those. I think you expect to play again 6 to 7 out of your 9 games. Um, a combination of those three, not like six individual of each, because I'm like that would be nut. Um, and then I would expect to play against Vespiquen Substrika. Rainbow Road also I put into tier two. Rainbow Road, I would expect to see some Rainbow Road. I would expect to see some Vespiquen Substrika. I would expect to see like some Ray, but that's what I would see, and some Mewtwo. Like very few of the tier two decks. Tier three decks, I wouldn't expect to see a single one of, just because they're in tier three for a reason, and right now they don't match up against the top decks in the metagame. Um, Hopefully Sun and Moon shakes things up. Maybe somebody can pleasantly surprise us with some secret rogue deck they've been working on for months, like Dean's Pidgeot, Jolteon, Jank. But other than that, I don't see a way we get surprised out of this metagame. I think Yveltal Garb more than likely will win its fourth major because a lot of people are just playing it. But I think Volcanion has just as good of a shot as taking it, if not better. Volcanion and Yveltal Garb are going to be the two most popular decks by far. And yeah, I wouldn't. I think my bet's on one of those two to take it, the tournament entirely. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. For all you going to Dallas, good luck. I know most of you are there. Most of you are traveling today. So good luck. Have a very safe trip. Um, Let us know how you do in the comments below. Other than that, good luck. I will see everyone in Athens in 2 weeks. So I'm very hyped for that. If you liked the video, please like, please subscribe. All the likes help us a lot. Comment, stuff like that. I'll do an Athens preview coming up in like 2 weeks. Got some cool stuff planned. Gonna do a set review later this weekend for Sun and Moon. Stuff like that. Just it'll be we'll have fun together. So everyone, good luck in Dallas. Don't lose to Evital or play Evital, one of the two. You know, if you can't beat them, join them. And yeah, good luck everybody. Thanks for watching.